Questions are being raised about how temporary homes that are being built in Cardiff will be used. Now, it's been claimed that a former gas site in Grangetown will house refugees who are currently residing nearby at a migrant hotel, potentially others as well. 155 properties paid for by the taxpayer are soon to be available at the site. Now, locals in the area have expressed concerns that this will be used to accommodate asylum seekers, refugees at the taxpayer's expense, when, of course, there is, like most places, a housing crisis. Cardiff Council's website reads this: the new modular homes will help to alleviate pressures on local homelessness services and increase the availability of temporary accommodation, offering a mix of 1 to 4 bedroom properties. Well, a citizen journalist has been to the site and claims to have spoken with several people living at a local migrant hotel, people hanging around at the site as well, builders working at the site, who say that they have been told that asylum seekers and refugees will be moving in. Here is a clip from an interview with one man who is reportedly from Sudan.
Been told, or you're waiting on a modular to be given to you here?
Yeah, to move me here.
To move you here.
OK, all right. Dan Morgan joins me now. Dan, thank you very much. Great to have you on the show. So, yeah, what do you think is going on there? You were down there today, and this is quite a big site. Well, what do you think is happening to it?
Yeah, so we've seen lots of videos about this thing going on, so we needed to go down and see it for ourselves. And immediately, when you're walking around, you can see the residents who are coming in and out of the chalet sort of things that are already there. And it's clear that they're not, Welsh homeless people. We carried on walking around, spoke to a lot of the builders who were around the site, who all said exactly the same thing. Yes, these are all going to be for refugees. And then we spoke to the guy in the clip that you see there, who's currently staying in one of the hotels nearby. And he's on the list and he's due to move in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He's from Sudan. His friend, who's already on the complex, is from Ethiopia. And his words were they're going to be here from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Eritrea, from everywhere. That was his exact words. So from what we've seen from being down there, this is just another way that the Welsh government are going to be are going to be storing these people for process.
I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting because look, you went down there. That's what you saw and you heard. We went to Cardiff Council, right? So the contrast, by the way, between what you said and what they said is remarkable. So Cardiff Council says that's completely untrue. The site is for people on our housing waiting list. It is not a refugee centre. We also went to them as well and said, all right, OK, so it's not a refugee centre, but are people from the local migrant hotel going to be there? We couldn't really get much out of them. They were just saying it's going to be used to ease the housing crisis. It might be a mixed site, etc. I mean, do you believe what they say there? Do you buy that?
No, we've got a long track record with councils lying to us. They lied about Stradey Park Hotel, which you covered well. They lied about Penally, which was in Pembrokeshire, the army barracks. They lied about the Dragon Hotel in Swansea. You've got to remember the Welsh government is so determined to hide the truth that they're spending nearly £250,000 to block GB News from the Senate. So, it's no stranger to them telling little lies because it keeps the calm, because we see what happens at Stradey Park Hotel when the truth comes out.
Well, what I will say is that obviously the Welsh government, I mean, we did go to them for comment, but they're not here to defend themselves now. We also did ask if anyone from Cardiff Council wanted to come on. They're not here either. OK, so presumably they will deny that they were lying, etc. That would, I imagine, be their view. But why would it matter? Let's say this is a mixed site, right? And it's 155 properties or so, ranging between, I think, 1 and 4 bedrooms. Why would it matter if some of that went to some people in the migrant hotel? I mean, I've spoken to you before about, protesting about migrant hotels or etc. So if this meant that people got out of that hotel and into this site, why would that matter to you?
Well, it's not as if there isn't a homeless problem in Wales already. All you need to do is walk around just Cardiff city centre and you could fill them 155 houses with people, without fail. If we didn't have a problem and it could be used for processing to then, reject or confirm their status, then that wouldn't be so bad. But the issue is that there is a massive homelessness problem in Wales. And there's also a lot of people who are desperate to get properties, who may be living with parents or looking to upgrade to get a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom house, which they simply can't get any properties because this is just a small part. The Welsh Government are also going to landlords, private landlords, trying to get their properties so they can rent it off to the migrants as well. So it's not as if we haven't got our own shortages of housing and our own problem with homelessness, and that's what we should be focusing on.
Yeah, look, Dan, thank you very, very much for coming on, and thank you for, highlighting this particular issue as well. And, it's all very well and good. Cardiff Council, I will reiterate, they say that's completely untrue. This site is for people on our housing waiting list. It's not a refugee centre. Yeah, OK. I think, look, it's something to watch, isn't it? We'll find out, won't we, exactly who's living there in the coming weeks and coming months, and we'll see then, I suppose, which side of it is indeed accurate.